Hey everyone, the elusive Pixie Chi here. I have a day off work today, so I thought I'd get back to my video recording. Now you may remember in the last episode I said that I want to start doing some blind readings of bad stories. Well, one person happened to send me 2 bad stories. Now, I know this is going to sound completely weird because I am a writer and I love reading books, but for some odd reason I've never had a chance to really read the Harry Potter series yet. And I know that's really weird, but I don't care. I'm just a busy woman, and I'll get to it when I have time. Now, I also have never played the Halflife game series, and I did know someone who had, so I know a little bit about the games, and of course I know a little bit about Harry Potter as well, because it's everywhere. You know, it's not exactly... It's pretty much just pop culture at this point, so obviously I'm not going to be in the dark about it. I'd love to read the books and watch the movies, but I am so... Well, what can I say? I grew up living under a rock north of the Shire, so when you grow up in such living conditions, you don't exactly see much of the outside world. But that is on my to-do list. But back to the subject at hand. Today we are looking at a Half-Life fanfic, and next time will be the Harry Potter one I mentioned. These are both bad fanfics. Like, apparently the person who sent them to me, who I will, leave credits to her in the link below, but she said that they were used for, dramatic readings on YouTube, and they're, pretty much notoriously panned by the fandoms, and they're not very good. So, I have not read these fanfics. I have very little contact with the actual source material, so everything about these fanfics is going to just completely blindside me. So, without further ado, let's begin reading Half-Life, which doesn't have a space in it like it's supposed to. Fulllife, which also doesn't have a space. Consequences. Now, before I finish and actually get started with this intro, I know you're all going, come on. Okay, before I actually get started, I want you guys to know, don't go hating on these writers, These were either done as jokes, or they were done by people who are aspiring to be writers and just haven't gotten very good yet. Please don't go out and harass these people. When I first started writing, the first fanfic I ever written had me as an OC, and it was horrible. Do not get on these writers, because now I'm a great writer, but when I first started writing, I was crap. A lot of writers start off that way, so please, people, do not hate on these people. Just because they wrote something that is bad doesn't mean they can't improve. Thank you. Alright. And without further ado, let's begin. The synopsis of this story says, John Freeman, who is Gordon Freeman's brother, has to do what has to be done to help Gordon Freeman defeat the enemies. Alright, we already got the cliche... Well, of course, I don't know if it's a cliche brother plot, long-lost brother plot or not, because I'm not really familiar with this, but I'm going to assume it is. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack in the comments for that, but I don't give a shit. Alright. Half-Life. Full-Life Consequences. Okay, well now they have the spacing. And also, for any aspiring writers out there, please do not put the title of your work in the actual body of your chapter if you've already put it at the top. There's no reason to have the chapter listed twice. It's just stupid. Okay. John Freeman, who was Gordon Freeman's, without an apostrophe, brother, was one day in an office typing on a computer. He got an email from his brother that said that aliens and monsters were attacking his place, and AKSED him for help, so he went. No commas in this entire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. In this 25-word sentence, there are no commas. Okay. Paragraph 2. John Freeman got his computer shut down and wet on the platform. It's completely useless now. On the platform to go up to the roof of the building where he left his motorcycle and normal people close? Is that supposed to be close? Or okay. Because he was in his office lab coat. John Freeman got on his motorcycle, motorcycle, and said, "It's," without an apostrophe, "time for me to live up to my family name and face full life consequences." So he had to go. So epic, I love it. John Freeman ramped off the building and did a backflip and landed. He kept driving down the road and made sure there was no zombies around because he didn't have a weapon. The countrysides without the U were nice, and plants were singing, and the birds in the sun were almost down from the top of the sky. Okay, this has to be a troll pasta, because nobody writes this badly. Alright, or I guess it's not a pasta, like, I've been reading too many creepypasta, but this has to be, like, this has to be a joke. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna finish it anyway. The mood was set for John Freeman's quest to help his brother where he was. John Freeman looked around the countrysides and said, "It's a good day to do what has to be done by me and help my brother to defeat the enemies." John Freeman was late, so he had to drive really fast. Oh, I know the feeling, buddy. A cop car was hidden nearby, so when John Freeman went by, the cops came and wanted to give him a ticket. Slow day at the office, I suppose. Here John Freeman saw the first monster because the cop was possessed and had head crabs. Oh, that's gotta suck. "I can't give you my license, officer," John Freeman said. Yes, I actually do know what head crabs are. I mean, I'm a huge horror junkie, and I've seen them on plenty of top 10, 100, whatever scariest, moments in video games / creatures, because I'm sure everybody who knows and plays Halflife kind of can understand why. They're pretty fucked up. But yeah, I do actually know, like I said, about the Harry Potter thing and the Half-Life thing, I actually do know snippets of these fandoms. I've just never actually been, like, immersed in them like some people, because I've just never had a chance. They both seem like awesome things to get immersed in. I want to play, and I want to read, and probably play the Harry Potter games and watch the Harry Potter movies, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean. I just haven't had the chance. Living under a rock north of the Shire, like I said. Alright, where were we? "I can't give you my license, officer." God, there's just so many misspellings, John Freeman said. "Why not?" said the head crab officer back to John Freeman. "Because you are a head crab zombie!" So John Freeman shot the officer in the head and drove off thinking, "My brother's in trouble there," and went faster. John Freeman had to go faster, like the speed of sound, and got there fast. Well, no duh, he's going at the speed of sound, because Gordon needed him where he was. John Freeman looked at road signs and saw Ravenholm, with someone's, I guess, writing under it saying, "You," the letter U, "shouldn't," SHUDNT, "come here." So John Freeman almost turned around. What, after all that about saying you had to help your brother, some poorly written sign is gonna make you abandon him in his hour of need? God, you are a terrible brother, John Freeman. Gee whiz. but heard screaming like Gordon, so he went faster again. Oh yeah, you're gonna wait till your brother's in danger. He's probably already been in danger. I mean, obviously, he's in danger. You're gonna wait till he screams until he's like in agonizing pain or petrifying fear before you go in and help him? My God, you just... Brother of the Year, John. Brother of the Year. John Freeman drove in and did another flip in, the letter N, jumped off his motorbike, and the motorbike... Okay, why did you write motorbike as one word and then as two separate words? I mean, it can't be both. I mean, there are some words that can be both, but they're very few and far between. So why... Motorbike is not one of them, to my knowledge. This is really bad. This has to be a joke. I'm calling it now. This is a joke. And the motorbike took out some headcrab zombies in front, like the same word, of John Freeman. John Freeman smiled and walked fast. You know what? You're not going to tell us about how he got off his motorbike first, or how maybe some other pointless bullshit happened? No? Okay. John Freeman then looked on the ground and found weapon, W-E-P-O-N. So he picked without an E, it up and fired fast at zombie ghosts. Okay, that's like G-O-A-S-T-S. It's like goat and ghosts. There was a goat and he died and then he turned into a ghost. So he's a ghost, not a ghost, in front of a house. John Freeman said, "Zombie ghosts, leave this place." Oh, okay, so now he's a zombie and a ghost. I don't know how. What? No, I mean, I saw it the first time, but I guess it slipped my mind because it's so ridiculous. A zombie... Zombies are undead. They have not ascended to the ghost world yet. This is stupid. Zombie ghosts leave this place, and the zombie ghost said, "But this is our house." And John Freeman felt sorry for them because they couldn't live there anymore because they were zombie ghosts. So he blew up the house and killed the zombie ghosts so they were at peace. And peace is like the wrong peace. It's not the peace like with the dove and the olive branch. It's like peace, like a piece of cake or a piece of pizza. It's okay, I guess they were at peace. Then John Freeman heard, which is the herd for like a herd of sheep, not heard like you heard a noise, another scream from his brother, so he kept walking really faster to get where he was. Ravenhold'em. Wasn't it Ravenhold before, not Ravenhold'em? Let me look. I'm looking. I'm pretty sure you just botched up the name. No, that was right. Okay, he just spelt it wrong. Yeah, the first one said Ravenholm, R-A-V-E-N-H-O-L-M, and this says R-A-V-E-N-H-O-L-D-M. So, yeah, I don't even know. Was nothing like the countrysides. There was no birds singing, and the pants were dead. The pants were dead. Oh no. Who could ever forget the great pant genocide of 83? This is just... wow. A moment of silence for those poor pants. It's long enough. And T-E-H, I suppose you mean the, dirt was messy and bloody from head crabs. When John Freeman got to where the screaming was started from, he found his brother Gordon Freeman fighting, yeah, because that's the cool way of saying fighting, is if you take the G off, it sounds cool. Oh, or it can make your character sound drunk or just stupid, but whatever. The final boss, B-O-S-S-S, and Gordon said, "John Freeman, over here!" I don't know why Gordon has a British accent. I don't to my knowledge, he didn't talk, so all the more reason. Yeah, he's British. That's awesome. British guys rock. So John Freeman went there to where Gordon Freeman was fighting. John Freeman fired his bullet from T-E-H, there again trying to be the gun, really fast, and the bullets went and shot the final boss in the eyes, and the final boss couldn't see. Oh no, poor final boss. Gordon Freeman said, "It's time to end this." I guess he's British in my reading. "It's time to end this once. It's time to end this once and for all. Once and for all." Truly, epic, more epic words were never spoken by, this is just action hero, some of the best action hero lines of all time. That is up there with them. It's time to end this once and for all. Because that's just, if you really think about it, that just sums up all of our existence right there, doesn't it? Once and for all. All for ones and ones for all. And punched the final boss in the face, and the final boss fell. Aw, but he was blind. That was kind of mean. John Freeman said, "Thanks, I could help, bro." And John Freeman said, or Gordon Freeman said, I get these two mixed up, "You should come here earlier next time." And they laughed. Oh, it was a wonderful day in which they almost died. They laughed. The laugh over quickly, though, because John Freeman yelled, "Look out, bro!" and pointed up to the top of the sky. The sky has a top? Okay. I thought if you just reached the top, you'd go out into space. It's not really... I'm not gonna get into this. This person clearly doesn't care, so why should I? Gordon Freeman looked up and said, "No!" Oh my gosh, that is just everywhere in bad things. John Freeman, "Run out of here fast as you can." And John Freeman, oh man, I forgot to do Gordon's British voice. Well, whatever. He was so scared he lost his accent. And John Freeman walked real fast out. John Freeman looked back and saw Gordon get stepped on by the next boss, and he was mad and angry. "I'll get you back, evil boss," John Freeman yelled at the top of his lungs. To be continued? Okay, and that was Half-Life, Full-Life Consequences. What do I think of this one? Well, my first impressions tell me that this was written by a troll, or somebody who just wanted a joke story out there for people to laugh at and enjoy, and it did its job fairly well as a joke story. I don't know, I think for it to be a good joke story, there needed to be just a little bit more ridiculousness going on. I mean, I really did like, if it is a joke story and it's not just somebody's first attempt at writing fan fiction, if it is a joke story, I feel like it could use a lot more jokes. Like, there were some pretty good jokes. I really was cracking up with how cliche some of these lines were. The whole "no" thing, that's like a rookie mistake. I did love how this guy apparently has a top, and the birds and the flowers were singing. That sounds like a terrible parody of a Disney cartoon. It's hilarious, and I feel like if it's a joke story, I feel like those hit home. If the original author is listening, and it is a joke story, I just feel like you need a few more jokes. If you do continue it, please just make it even more ridiculous, because I feel like you're really on the right track with that. If this is a troll, well, I have nothing to say to you, because you're obviously just trying to, I don't know, get the grammar Nazis to riot or something. And finally, if it's just an aspiring writer who didn't do a very good job this time, please keep writing. I mean, the plot was kind of cliche, and, obviously there's a ton of spelling and grammar issues and lots of cliches, but please, next time, maybe think things through a little more. I mean, if this is just your first time and it feels like you're not really thinking about what the story should be and you're just typing it as you go along. I mean, stories take time, and there's no shame in taking months, weeks, even years to write something. I mean, don't feel like you have to rush it. So, I mean, if this is a first attempt, I feel like it's incredibly rushed. And just next time, maybe think a little more, get some ideas, maybe talk to your friends. That's just my suggestion. Okay, that was the end of the story, and those were my personal notes for the 3 types of writers I feel like this could have been written by. Join me next time, hopefully tomorrow or the next day or whenever I get the chance to read that Harry Potter fanfiction I was talking about. And if you have any bad stories, please send them to me either here in the comments or on my DeviantArt channel. Or if you have just really good fanfiction. I mean, like I said, both of these fandoms, the Half-Life and the Harry Potter, they have had some really amazing content and some really amazing fan fiction written for them. So if you can find one of those and send it to me, I would be happy to read it. Like I said, I'm not 100% on top of the source material, but you know what? I always love learning about new things and getting involved in new fandoms, so go ahead and send them my way. This is the Elusive Pixie Chi, signing out. Bye.